Welcome to Dice Tower Live.
Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasso.
Hello, I'm Z Garcia.
Sam Healy. Welcome back, folks.
Alrighty, well we are, I guess 24 hours ago we were in Spain.
Yep.
So,
Kind
and then coming from Essen. What we're doing in this video is we're going to do a quick look at the games that we brought back with us from the Essen Spiele fair.
Quick look.
Look.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, comparatively, we're going to be blowing through these games, just glancing at them, talking about them briefly, because we have more than a few. I don't know how many, but we'll know at the end of the video. This is less than half the games we brought, because the rest got packed in the boxes.
Well,
This is less than a
acquired.
quarter, I think.
Well,
Got it.
We went to 18 boxes, although we think we might have missed one,
11,
so
yeah.
17 boxes, and there was an average of about 20 games per box.
Yeah.
So that's another 340 games.
That's fine. So if we
Everything-
covered those when they show up and we do
everything's
say a
fine.
minute a game, that's only 4 hours.
Right. We'll be good.
And
Actually, no, that's way more than 4 hours.
Everything-
240 would be 4 hours.
Everything's fine.
Math is hard when you're go.
we
Madrid.
also have one of our suitcases is lost. So there's another 10 games that
Well, on the way.
It's lost right now.
it's still technically lost. We don't know the location of it.
Oh, okay.
I believe some gamers
does,
in
yeah, he-
Madrid.
Oh, we found it?
It'll be there tonight. We'll get it tomorrow
Yeah.
afternoon, evening.
All right.
And
That
I heard
was-
they're all going to be open and punched and sorted.
By the TSA.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Air
I'm sorry for
Europa
inconvenience.
makes amends. They know what they're doing.
All right, so what we're doing here is we're just going
No.
to start blowing through these one at a time. So let's get started with this one. This is in your top 10, right?
Wow. Yeah, that was my top one, actually.
Yeah, that's how we're starting. All right.
Battlestar Galactica Starship
This
Battles.
is your number one?
It was my most anticipated, yeah.
All right,
and
so moving on.
I went over there 3 times, and they were demoing it every single time. Didn't get to demo it, but we did get a copy of it.
Wait, we're
You
not
don't
opening
open
it?
You don't open it.
I already opened it.
Well, the miniatures are painted, so that's good.
Yeah, they are. They're all painted, and I was talking to the owner of Ares, and he was saying how they have a lot of things planned for this in the future, as far as the classic Vipers, classic Raiders.
Sure, no one cares.
Pilots.
All right.
Someone cares, Tom.
Good night.
No,
That's how this is going to be.
Yes, welcome to an unboxing of like, hey, look, a game, get out.
Yes.
no, I do find it interesting that game.
Why are
They
you
scream-
speaking now?
Okay, they screamed bloody murder when X-Wing. They said X-Wing copied their game, and that is very similar to X-Wing.
Well, technically, if you follow the logic, it's like Wings of War, which is fine
That's true.
because
Right.
it's their own game.
Wings of War is theirs.
All right, the
All right,
Forgotten
the Forgotten
City.
City is like a worker placement game. It looked really cool. It was on my list, maybe on your list
was
too.
on
I
mine
forget.
too,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's show the back of it to the camera.
And
There.
it just looks really neat. It's got a big board. You're putting out workers on it, gathering resources, that whole shebang. They explained it to me briefly, but it sounded great.
Who's the
and
designer?
it looks. I don't know who the designer is. Like no one I recognized. Anton Liu.
Yep.
It's from 2+ Games. They do interesting stuff, and this looks stunning. So
That's a super pretty box.
It's sold
it
out.
is indeed. I saw a demo on the table there. It looked great. So yes, very excited about it.
Every time I went by the table to check that one out, it also was being demoed, and they sold out
Yeah.
as well.
The River. This was my number one, and this is a lightweight or midweight, let's call
I'm
it,
curious
Euro
if
game.
it's still your number one.
What do you mean? Like when
Now that I've seen a closer look at it, it looks interesting, but it doesn't look like Days of Wonder mind-blowing.
Sure. It looks good. It looks like the Euro game, the kind of Euro game I tend to like, which are pretty light Euro games normally. Now I did hear some mixed thoughts while I was there of people who had demoed it. The main thread being it's just sort of more of the same, which I could certainly see. I'm still excited about it. It looks good. So The River.
Hey, Vincent Dutrade!
Now this one I did play. This is the only game I played there.
You
And
only played one
Played
game?
one game the entirety of the convention, yes.
Slacker.
I also slept and ate something every now and then.
Wow.
Slacker.
I played like 8 games. That's
Yeah, but you're Tom Vassell. Nobody can touch that, mostly because you're too
11.
tall. Solenia is I like that a lot. It's also a pretty light game, and in it you are moving this big airship and playing carts around it to gather resources and then spend them to deliver things to these floating cities. The main innovation here is that these tiles are individual, so this this wing shape. And as the airship moves, you're going to take it and move it to the front, and it turns from daytime to nighttime, back to daytime, back to nighttime. So it's, it progresses that way. It's pretty cool. Gorgeous, of course, because of Vincent Dutrait. So I really like it. And I like Pearl games, so good stuff.
All right, moving on to small stuff. I'm not sure how this made our luggage, and maybe we were filling a space.
It was mine.
A Netto punch? Oh.
Yeah, a Netto punch.
It does not look like a hot one.
No, this is it's basically a game where there's going to be one judge and then two teams of people, and whoever gets the fist bump is the
That's an actual fist bump game.
Yes, it's an actual fist bump game.
Huh.
So you're going to be having all of these different things in here, the different. What I haven't played it yet.
Categories
I've just
Is
read
it like
about
a party
it.
game?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
That
you
sounds
have
fun.
two groups of people, and whichever team gets the fist bump gets points, or something to that effect. I don't remember exactly what's going on.
It's the
but-
convention. Keep yourself healthy at conventions game.
Yeah, pretty much. But I wanted to read the actual opening line. First of all, the rule book is amazing because it uses actual humans in the thing. But here it is. Listen, anecdo comes from the word Latin for connect, as in connect with fun-loving aliens.
Okay.
Punch refers to the universe's favorite greeting, the fist bump.
No!
Not simply a greeting, a fist bump shows mutual respect and acceptance. Anecdo Punch is a communication game where two opposing teams battle it out to guess what the alien judge likes.
An alien judge. So
Yes.
It's a sci-fi game.
Yes, exactly.
Cool.
Anecdo.
You don't think that's cool at all,
Punch.
you liar.
What?
Here's a game with its expansion. This is another one I don't remember. Sam must have stuck this one in. No?
This is from my Kickstarter backer game.
Oh, I don't know anything about it. That's,
It's a 2 to 4 player game, I think. It says actually 2 to 8 with 2 boxes, so it is 2 to 4 with just one singular box. But you can have 2 copies of the game and play up to 8. So basically, you're trying to gather the different planets here. You're going to have a hand of cards that have different kinds of fighting ability in the air, fighting ability on the ground, and you're trying to have the most so that when you go to these different planets, you'll be able to either conquer the planet, gain resources from the planet, or just do something in between here. So depending on how much fight power, either in the air or the land, you say, I guess, okay.
There's also Lincoln. We'll be here all day if you open up every one. Is this one for your pile too?
Yeah, it's a game about the Civil War.
No, wait. Is that a Martin Wallace game?
Yes.
Well, no, I mean, it's Worthington, though.
Great that they put a big block of text right over a nice picture of the game.
That's true.
Yeah,
man.
well, Worthington
Wow.
stuff always has a little bit of it. Unless they've gotten better, their stuff that usually looks a little cheaper.
I wasn't able to play this, but I went and watched it being played, and Katie showed me how, or talked me through how it plays as I was watching it play, and it seems to be a rather thematic, strategic, and tactical Civil War game, and it's an epic Civil War game. It doesn't focus on one particular battle or anything like that. So
Is this a reissue of something? I feel like I've seen this before.
I feel like I've seen it before, too.
No?
maybe there's a GMT game that had a similar cover, but I don't
Well,
know that it is.
it may also be from Warfrog, because he did do a couple of these games back then.
That's true. That's true. That could be it, yeah.
For some reason, Z wanted this one despite its hideous cover. It looks
is
like
it?
an old
That
Victorian.
is nightmare
That
juice.
is, I'm assuming that is...
That is nightmare juice.
I'm assuming this is an old painting, an actually old painting. Like, what do you call that? That's free to use.
Public domain?
Public domain image. It sure looks like it. Anyway, it's just a solitaire game. I'm interested in.
No, the game looks fine. It's the cover that it's like.
It's it looks
Mr.
freaky.
Creepy.
It looks really creepy. I want to get
Mr.
blow a picture of it and frame it, but probably won't do that because I want to sleep.
Mr. Cabbage Head's Garden.
Yeah, man. Anyway, solitaire game. I don't know too much about it, but it's a solitaire game. So there you go.
I didn't realize that was a solitaire game.
Okay, how do you pronounce this?
Wang Do.
No. Wang Do.
Yeah, it's actually now we know now because of the Korean.
Wang Do.
Oh, excuse me, guys. I don't read Korean.
I do.
Then don't ask me next time how to pronounce
I
it
just wanted to hear you say it again.
incorrectly.
Eric Lang.
Punch you in the face like a panda.
This game looks awesome. It really does. I like
This
the
game
pandas.
looks awesome, and it's pronounced. Yep.
All right. We might make it through this. All right, Warriors of Jogu.
Warriors of Jogu.
How do you pronounce that?
Faint. Jogu.
It's Jogu. It's okay, guys.
I was able to play this game, just one game of it between two of the factions, and it's basically a 2-player game. Feels a little bit like
Like a 3-player game.
no,
Oh, good, because that'd be weird.
no, it doesn't. It feels a little bit like 2-player Smash Up almost.
Ooh.
Where you're playing, you have a faction of cards or a deck of cards that's one faction that has its own special abilities and all this kind of stuff, and you're playing on one side of these locations, and the other opponents are playing on the other side. You have a secret location that you are fighting over that your opponent doesn't know about, and your opponent has the same thing, and those are the only 2 locations that are going to score during the course of the turn. But some of the people that are in there have different things. Like one person will say location 2 is also going to score this turn. And you'll know that when that person gets played.
Seems like a big box for that kind of game.
Oh, it is. It is. And I'm sorry, Tony, I have to show this because it is absolutely.
What? Woo!
It is absolutely unnecessarily large.
Oh, it's for expansions.
Not even. Okay, yeah, sure, we'll say
It's
that.
for basically putting other games in there when you bring them back from Essen.
Yeah,
That's fun.
that
you?
too. No, I did not.
Oh, that would have been perfect.
Oh.
But anyway.
I say Huang Dong.
This one is a keychain?
Yeah, baby, this is not actually a game. This is just a cool keychain. It's got breath
Oh.
spray in there.
I thought he was serious for a moment.
And then
This is a trick-taking game with particularly weird cards. They're very skinny. These are just scoring cards.
And this is not from the guy who makes those little. This is not from Chris Handy.
No,
right?
no. This is not that. No, this isn't quite that small. But I do like the magnetic clasp, and they
Or
gave it
off
to me.
camera.
When they gave it to me with the keychain, I'm like, hey, what's a keychain for? He's like, well, you can carry it around on your belt. I'm like,
If I see a guy carrying that in his belt, I'd be like,
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. But I did mess with it a little bit. It seems like a pretty nice trick-taking game. It's interesting. Cards are bizarre, kind of really long and skinny, very thick cardboard actually, kind of hard to shuffle. But they say you're supposed to just wash them, so they tell you not to even shuffle them. It is tough to shuffle. Tauntaun or something like that.
this one our group is going to go crazy for, so we're going to leave it. We're going to leave it at home. I'll be like, they're going to say, "Where's the Alta expansion?" I'm like, "Oh, I forgot it." I think this game is played at our game group every week at this point.
It's very hot.
are you serious?
Yeah, someone's
very
playing it. They
hot.
really like it. It's like, well, everyone likes Orleans. This is the sequel to it. This doesn't feel like there's much in that box, though.
Yeah, they don't show too much.
Yeah, well, there we go.
There you go.
All right, next is
This is a
Snack spender.
snacks, dispenser, basically. It's to keep you, from what I understand, to eating too many candies at once, unless you're a grown person who makes their own life choices. And you just go, like, this is the idea is basically what? I guess you do this. You're supposed to, like, squeeze it and get one out or something?
I don't know.
I don't know. Look, I just do this. I'm like, I want candy right now.
I want candy.
Hey, that's not a game. You did not mark that, yes?
You pull it up, dude.
Oh, you wrong with
wrong
you. You
Wait,
smirk.
and then does it drop out like one?
No.
That's not one. I'm sorry.
No,
That's
at
going to
all.
be several.
You
I'm going to test it out. Oh, but it keeps the candy from getting gross and disgusting.
Yeah, but
When
who
you're
doesn't
done,
like gross and disgusting candy?
anyone who went to Origins with us in 2014?
True that. Hashtag Blue Fortune cookies.
anybody who
That was Chenka.
can logicize should have been able to figure that out.
Campus Cafe.
Campus Cafe.
So this is a dice placement game where you're like a
I
waiter.
haven't even seen this.
You're rolling dice, and then the dice give you resources,
Like
and then
that.
you use those
Like
resources to get different customers. There's a basic and advanced game. I have played only the basic game. There is a lot of rules for what is essentially a 30-minute game.
That sounds good to me. I love lots of rules for little time investment. It's one of my favorite things.
I don't know that that's bad. I want to play it some more to see what I think. I mean, it was enjoyable, but it was kind of like, wow, the game's over already? And I don't know. I'm going to try the advanced, see if that makes it better.
Something captivated you about it that you wanted to bring it with.
Oh, well, Well, I
Yes.
played it. Any game I played came.
Okay, got it. Makes sense.
All right, this one, I'm assuming one of you brought this one. Lindisfarne?
Lindisfarne.
Oh, wait, is that Vikings?
Yeah.
Yes, come on. Who do you think brought it? What kind of question is this?
No need for more
It's
explanation.
Lindisfarne. It's and I found this out that Lindisfarne is the first city that got ransacked by the Vikings in England, and so that's what this is. But this is basically a dice rolling game where you're going to be taking your chips. It also has some set collection in there as well. And I watched a game of it. A guy explained how to play it, but it is a little bit more involved than what I can go through here, mainly because I can't remember everything he said. But it looks interesting. It's a lot smaller than I was expecting it to be, because I saw this picture online and I was like, "Hey, wow, that's
baby's
cool!"
toy.
But it's small.
Double the pleasure.
Double the fun.
Why did you even put the one I brought out then?
Why not?
I don't know. Why not? You got one, and then we're going to put one in the Dice Tower library
Okay.
for someone. Now, you've played this before, right?
I played it like a year
So-
ago. Well, maybe it wasn't that long ago, but I forget. Everything
Yeah,
feels like a year ago.
It gives you more ways to get bonuses. Like you can use some cards and get bonuses on that way. What's this? A Syracusa?
Yeah, Syracuse.
I think it was a promo they gave with at this field.
Cool.
Well, one of us is going to have it, the other not. I need to check on that. Great. This is why you don't mix them. Okay, go ahead. Keep going.
Oh, well.
One's punched
This
out
is-
and the other one isn't. The one that punched out is the one that I had. The one
All
that
right.
is not punched out is the one.
This
that
one is one of the
Nope, it's a
hottest
punch
games
line.
of the
Then we have
convention.
3 of them.
Okay.
Wait, we have 3 of them?
We will, because I punched one out and he punched one out, and yeah.
Oh, wait, yeah, there's one over here in Shrink.
This is yours, Sam, because I did not put that together.
That's the only thing we. Wait.
So wait.
Woohoo!
That's not mine. I opened mine.
This is yours then. It's the
No.
only one that's not
This
That's why
one-
You don't tell me to
This is.
put it
This is
out.
the.
I punched mine though. Whatever. Let's keep going.
Well, this one is not yours because this one's in Shrink still. All right, but meanwhile, we're at Blackout Hong Kong. I don't know anything about this. It's an Alexander Pfister game. It was getting some good positive buzz. They used a lot of black ink on the box and on the board.
With a name like Blackout, you should, right?
Yeah, I think so. I like the idea. There's a blackout and you're trying to keep the city from falling apart while there's a blackout. Sounds interesting. This will probably get played sooner rather than later.
It was very hot. People were talking about it a lot.
I heard that it's a little bit
Basically,
more
not even-
involved than like Great Western Trail, though. So
Great.
Wow.
yeah, we'll see. It's a pirate game. I can't pronounce that.
This one I was given. They're going to be coming out with later on. I know very little about it. They just handed it to me. They mocked up the version. It was in Spanish, as you can tell. But it is
Let me try.
something of the Pirate King.
Los Tesoros del Rey Pirata.
I don't know what is this.
Am I close?
Treasures.
The Treasures
Wow.
of the Pirate King. Yeah.
It's tesoros.
Tesoros.
Tesoros del Rey.
All right. I got
Pirata.
Ray.
If it doesn't have an accent, the accent's always on the penultimate syllable.
I really like other languages. They're very clear with their rules. English, it doesn't have these kind of rules. All right. This one is a game I think we made fun of.
Hey, man.
The name. No,
Peppers
the
of
name.
the Caribbean.
Peppers of the Caribbean.
This is from the same designer as Bizans, which I talk about quite a bit. Just got reissued by Renegade, I believe. And this is sort of a play on the same idea, making sets. It's a set collection game, pretty clear one. In that game, in Bizans, you are bidding. In this one, you are not bidding. You just, shed a card, and whatever you discard denotes what you can take from the table. Make sets, turn them in for points. Pretty straightforward. I messed with it a little bit. Seems okay. I think I like Bizans. At the end of the day, I will like that one better. I think that game's a little more interactive than this, but it seems all right. He's glazing over. Moving on.
No, I was thinking about it.
No, sir, you were glazing over, is what we call
When
it.
is I don't know how to pronounce that one. What is this one?
Wing Spirits? Really?
That font is not easy to read. Don't really
Those
mean.
are words.
That's a really hard font to read.
Wing Spirits. I don't know anything about this game either. This one came with the Anecto Punch
The pirate one?
game.
Oh,
from
the punch
same-
one.
Yeah, the Anecto Punch
In
game.
this one, you're trying to get
Wing Slaps. This looks like a somewhat of a dexterity game because it comes with these
oh, that's all you needed to say.
ping pong balls.
Oh, Tom.
Why didn't you say that to begin with?
So,
Oh, Tom.
I don't know exactly what
Now
it's
Tom's
doing,
interested.
but it comes with these little.
It comes with licorice.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Wait, is that licorice?
Yeah. You want some?
Don't eat it. It's not actual candy. Weirdos.
Well, I wasn't eating
What
it.
you're supposed to do is you just put the ball there and try to whip it.
Whip it good. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's gonna break
Okay,
it.
be careful. Ping pong balls are not.
Oh, yeah, maybe I hit it in the air. Your face. Not quite in your face, but close.
Put
You
it away,
okay?
Sam.
I'm okay.
Put it away.
Unsafe?
I am. I feel very unsafe right now.
They need an adult.
The whole room feels unsafe.
All right. Moving on. Anything else with ping pong balls in it?
Deckscape. This is the newest one.
This is the fourth, I think.
It is the fourth, yes.
In El Dorado. I don't know anything else about it, and I can't really tell you even if I did, because it's a Deckscape game.
They told me I would like it the best, but companies always tell me I like the next one the best, right?
Yeah. It looks cool. I'm excited to give it a go.
Give it a go.
7 for the Queen.
This is the game that won the Gioco Inedito, which they always do every year at Luca. They do a contest in which they pick one winner, and the reward is publishing that game.
Like this is the fair that's going on right now. The one, the big one in
Luca-
Italy.
I don't know if it's going on right now. I don't know when it happens. Maybe it is. They did like last year. The winner was a game called Mucho Macho, which I reviewed. It's okay.
Very macho.
The year before that, they had a
Macho,
different
macho
game. I forget what it's called. That was a little bit better. This one actually sounds the most promising from all the ones they've done so far. They're never slam dunks. I mean, because just of the nature of the whole thing.
How many? I was talking to someone like I said, if I see that game has a
Winner
won
of-
some design award, I never sit there and go, ooh,
I
that
agree.
never makes me excited.
I agree. But I've gotten these the last few years, and this one, like I said, sounds a little bit better than the last few. So I'm excited.
All right, this is an expansion for Monster Lands, Heavy Weapons. Monster Lands is it's like a more complicated Champions of Midgard
Okay.
type dice placement game. So this just has more monsters, more stuff, and I think it adds another player, which you should never do.
There we go. Tom Vassal's second law of thermodynamics, I believe.
That is it.
Brick
Tricky
shooting.
Dungeon. I feel like I've heard that title before.
Really? Maybe I talked about it in the podcast.
Yeah, maybe.
No, we played this on Saturday night. Me
did?
and who else was there? It was me and Eric and somebody else from our group, Jason.
Did you like it?
Uh,
Wait, is their logo a square pumpkin?
Yeah, a die pumpkin.
But we already have the tomatoes. Remember that Square Tomatoes company?
stupid. Why don't you put picture of your game on the back of the box?
All right. That's my copy.
Okay.
I know. I realized that.
So anyway, you got one person that's being the
There's no pictures in the book either.
there's one person that gets to pick what adventurer he's going to be. And then the other people are basically playing against him to try to get him not to score points. At least that's what we gathered from the rule book. And so each time the active player or the person who is going first is going to be the person that's scoring the points, and everybody else is trying to keep him from doing so. Wasn't very fun in my opinion.
Oh, well, hopefully, well, we'll see.
It's a trick-taking game. with its
Doris
twist.
Maximus.
This is a trick-taking game also.
It's definitely. I don't get it. It's like Gore's over the top and
Yeah, I
pictures
know.
and
That's
stuff.
kind of the
Well, it's
point.
very
though.
much
It's like
so.
tongue-in-cheek.
I mean, it's the actual name of the game.
Yeah, well.
This is kind of like that Alan Moon game from way back in the day, Black Spy.
Oh, you played it?
No, but I read the rules. And if you play a suit, like you have to follow suit, but if you play if I play a blue 9, you can break following suit by playing a different 9.
Oh, that's
like
cool.
Black
So it's like
Spy back in the
it's
day.
like an Uno-esque trick taking.
Maximus Gorus Fantasticus.
Sure. Kanban Drivers Edition. This one will be a fight between the three of us to see who does not review it.
Wow, that's cool.
No, yeah, like you guys are going to touch it. This is
I just did.
the new version. It has cars.
Okay.
No, it looks good. I haven't
Okay.
played Combine, but I heard it's very heavy.
And
It's so heavy where Vital Lacerda's name is, it's actually dented. That's how heavy it is.
that's funny.
He sat on it in that spot. Hey, here's a game I think we've all played. Just one.
I played just.
I don't think I've played it.
The Gathering, the party game where everyone wrote a word, but if you wrote the same word as someone else, they were canceled out.
I gotta see it.
I remember you being in the game.
Oh,
Done.
Oh, you didn't like that one?
nope.
I love
I
this
thought it was
game.
great too. It's a really fun party game. It's a cooperative party game.
That's true, right? You're trying to get someone to guess a word, and everyone
Feels
writes
good
down
when
one
you're
word.
all like, "Yeah, you got it, nice," and you can actually be congratulatory for everyone around the table, and keep friends. You know, you want to try to keep your friends. Anyway, just one friend.
I feel like this is a display copy.
Yeah, I took the stuff out. I opened it, so there's nothing in this. Yeah, just the new expansion to add to Imperial Settlers, the Amazons. This is the third standalone army, and this one has sort of a pseudo deck deconstruction kind of vibe to it, the way they operate. 'Cause you're always pulling cards out of the deck and cycling some back in and shuffling it up. So that's the main mechanism there.
Is this the 7th faction now?
This would be the 7th because there's 4 in the base game, yes.
And then there was the. Did they all start with A's?
Yes, that was on purpose. It's the Aztecs, the Amazons, and the Atlanteans.
Why would that matter for?
I don't know, because he's doing 3 for A, 3 for B, 3 for C, 3 for D.
No,
gonna
he's
do the
not.
entire
He has
alphabet?
that many planned?
That's what he said.
My goodness! All right, what are the 3
What's
for
it gonna
B?
do with Z?
Babel.
Zulu.
He ain't gonna make
Okay,
it that
that's
far.
one.
By that time, he'll be just making up stuff, you know. You know how many factions have to come out by the time we get to that?
This game's fascinating me because I saw this game at Gen Con like 3 or 4 years ago. A guy demoing it with these lighthouse with lights, and I was like, have fun having someone pick that up.
Here it is.
But it's not lights anymore. Now they're
Right.
just like wooden things. And apparently you're moving down, and you can only 3 of the lighthouses are active at any point. Sounds interesting.
This is on
Well,
my
that's cute. You put a little plastic dome on it to denote it's lit.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It
is
looks
on my
really
sh-
good, actually.
This is on my short list for. It didn't actually make my top 10 anticipated.
Oh, the ones that you were interested in? Oh,
Yep.
cool.
It was.
All right.
Claim Kingdoms. White Goblin Scott Alms.
Yeah, this is a tile laying game using the same theme as that trick taking game Claim, but now you're laying tiles. It made me think a little bit of the Castles game or Castle from Faduti back in the day. Kind of seems that way. You lay tiles down, they affect the tiles around them somehow. You claim that they're yours with a little token. It looks like pretty straightforward concept. I like this kind of thing, puzzly, hopefully. So.
I'm assuming it's themeless. His games tend to be that way.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, giants might smash and, sneaky rogues might sneak. I mean, that's about it.
Okay.
Sneak.
Small Star Empires, 2nd edition. Wait a minute. What was this called the first time?
Small Star
Small Star
Empires,
Empires.
first edition.
Did I play this? Because it looks...
Oh, this
It's
is-
from
we're
the
having
same
a
group
meltdown
that came
moment.
on with Galactic Warlords, Battle for
First.
Dominion.
2nd edition.
Man, I feel like I played that, but...
This is basically, I believe it's in the same universe as Galactic Warlords is, but it's a abstract. It's more of an abstract strategy game than anything else that you're putting out there. At least that's what they explained it to me.
Well, it
as.
looks really abstract.
Yeah, it does. And so it's, I don't know, I haven't broken it open or anything yet. Just take a look at it.
Well, this one is, if you like Kitchen Rush,
Piece
this
of
adds dessert.
Piece of cake. Oh, this is like the same game, an addition to the game?
No,
a
it's just an
standalone?
expansion. It just adds desserts.
It's an expansion, okay.
So, if you wanted to deliver desserts to people, more stuff.
Okay. Never played Kitchen Rush. Isn't that an app? Sounds like an app.
No, it uses timers. I thought this was a sequel, but it's actually an expansion.
Well,
So to Cavern of Cake, well, because it says it, but I didn't see this when they were just showing the
they showed
game.
the image, yeah.
Because it's called Era 2, I just assumed it looks like it has as much stuff as the first one does, almost.
Yeah, I mean, this is the same size.
Did either of you keep the game?
I think I did.
Well, there we go then.
Yeah. It has playable solo.
Ooh.
Cave
Alright.
versus Cave.
I'll hand it off to you.
It's just called Cave.
Cave, Caverna Cave.
Caverna Cave.
All right, Dinosaur Island. Here's the two-player version, Dual Star Island.
One of the best titles of any game at Essen this year. Dualosaur.
Yeah, I don't know if you can use this stuff in here with Dinosaur Island or not. I don't know, but it looks cool.
All right, there you go. Some really gaudy-looking dice. Good night. Okay.
I don't mind those dice. I think they look kind of cool.
Cool.
Claim 2. Is this an expansion or?
No, this is a standalone, but you can mix them. It's a trick-taking game for only 2 players, just like the first one
This was in your top 10.
Probably, yeah. Because I really like the first one. It's one of only 2 trick-taking games specifically made for 2 players that I've seen and liked. This, the first one, and Fox in the Forest. Claim 2 gives you new groups of people. They all had powers originally. Well, here's a bunch of new ones with new powers. You can mix and match, or you can just play this.
Was Claim picked up by anybody?
I don't know. It's White Goblin.
Yeah, but White Goblin doesn't come to America straight up.
It does if I bring it in my suitcase.
Rebel Knox.
Played this one at Dice and Mystics with that same group of people that we played the other trick-taking game with, and this one is also a little bit more interesting. It's got there are 3 Rebel cards within the deck. It's a trick-taking game, and but there are some cards that have special powers that allow you to take cards from other people and give them some of your cards.
Okay.
And the reason you would want to do that is because it is a team game where there is a rebel side and a government side, and so you're trying to spread the love.
I'm thinking about it. Don't forget your mic.
Spread the love and make as many people rebel as possible, or keep it to yourself and try to win on your own, or just a couple of people. First
So you
person.
can have multiple people win, or you can try to win on your own. Then.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure it would probably be
The only
really
thing that
difficult
worries me
because you
is
have to tell people that you're a rebel.
It looks like it's a small game, but it says 45 to 90 minutes on it. That's a long time for a card game.
Games can be long.
Yeah, when you play them out as many rounds as
You
they
know how
say.
that goes.
I never do.
At least they're listing a realistic time for once. I
Yeah.
love seeing trick-taking games that list 30 minutes and say, yeah, play 1 round per player at the table. That's not 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't bring these out. I should have went. We just had
Yeah,
that
these
Small
were-
Star Empires. These are 2 expansions.
Two
Okay,
expansions
well, there
for
you go.
Small Star Empires.
More wood pieces.
Stuff.
This looks like a Z game.
Yes,
Arkham
it is
Noir.
indeed. Arkham Noir case number 2. I reviewed case number 1. It's a solitaire game in which you're solving cases in the most abstract way possible, really. It's a card game. It's kind of like Onirim a little bit. But case number 2 just gives you new cards, a couple of very small twists to the original game. I really like the first one. I wanted the second. There's not much else to it. It's, if you liked one, I think you'll like the other one.
This was on your top 10, I think.
Yes, or barely,
Or just missed it.
This
This company is on fire.
Yeah, these guys at Thundergriff Games sure know how to make good-looking games too. This is a roll and write, in which you are putting together your little farm. Your animals have run away. A storm overnight destroyed your farm, so you're gathering the animals again and building up the farm once more. You're rolling dice, and simultaneously everyone uses the same roll to fill in either animals or rebuild some of the structures. That's pretty much it. It's pretty clean. I haven't played it, but I read the rules. It seems like a fun little game.
It seems like it's going to be a tough call, though, for any roll and write game. How many did you see there? 20 or
yes,
so? There's a
yes.
lot.
They are exploding right now.
This is my surprise find at the show. I didn't know anything about it going in. Symphony, but what fascinates me about this one is you have these different instruments that you will draft at the beginning of a round, and they give you a certain number of tokens and things, and then you're placing them on the sheet music itself for area control of the different bars or the in the different clefs or some of the notes of different colors. It's like a point salad local way to score things.
Okay.
But the idea of putting stuff on sheet music is neat, I think. I'm hoping it's good because it looks interesting.
Okay.
And I like the music theme.
Yeah. Interesting.
But
All
it did sound like the best parts of the game come from the most advanced. Like at the beginning, they just give everyone a certain number of instruments, but then you can draft. And so I might pick this instrument which has fewer discs, but they get me more points if I place them on the bass clef, for example.
Got it. Wow. Wow. Okay. Seems heavy.
Well, no, I think it is.
Yeah.
But I think I
also
would
is
like it.
Heavy. Okay.
It's got a lot of wood in it.
Symphony.
Speaking of heavy, oh my goodness, Bad Bones. I like official release date is February 8th, but there was 500 copies there. I'm sorry. That's your official release date is Essen
Yeah.
That's a lot. Sounds like it's a. I don't know anything about this game, but it's from Sit Down, and I tend to like their stuff a lot.
Well, this is on my short list. It might have been on yours too. I forget. I definitely mentioned it.
It was.
It's kind of like a tower defense game from the sounds of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually saw it there. It looked a little too, not stark. Stark would be a positive descriptor. It looked a little bland, maybe lackluster. All the white maybe has that effect on me.
Yeah.
But it still sounds like an interesting concept, at the end of the day, with the whole, moving these invaders around and defending your tower in the center.
Yep.
Seems cool.
But it's heavy.
Quite a large box. And these white box covers don't seem to be going away, huh?
Right.
This one feels like a Healy game.
It is. Galactic Warlords is probably one of my favorite games that I played at the convention. It is a area control game, basically, but
That's a lot of pieces.
Yeah, there's a lot of pieces, a lot of plastic in the game. But the cool part of the game is this tableau that you're drafting. Well, not drafting, but you're taking cards from here. You're putting mercenaries into your tableau, and those mercenaries give you actions that you can carry out during the course of your turn. You're also trying to get down this kind of reputation track that's over here on this side of the board, which is the game-ending trigger, or one of them at least. The tableau that you're building is also going to be scoring you different types of special abilities. When you put two halves of a circle together, all the cards have different halves on them. So when you combine them, you don't have to, but when you combine them and they both make a green circle, well, that's going to give you a special ability that you can do right away. Additionally, these mercenaries are also going to be giving you extra points at the end of the game for every planet that you control on the board that matches their planet types on their cards. So it's almost point salady, because there's a lot of different ways that you can score points, but it plays in about 90 minutes. And
well, that's not bad.
Yeah, we played a 3-player game of it, and with rules instruction, it was over in about 90 minutes. So it's good.
This one I played at the convention, Raccoon Tycoon. This is a really good game. I think. I don't know if you would like it, but I feel pretty confident Z would, because it's like a stock market, but very simplified in the
I hate stock market games.
No, I know you do.
Right?
It's for
But you
smart
like stockpile.
people, is what
I
he's saying.
hate raccoons. It's the
Well, there's cats.
okay. I'm back
and
in.
doggies.
Puppies. I like this game.
No, but it has a very nice. I mean, the flow. The turns are as fast as Century Spice Roads.
But are they more fun than that?
It's a great game. All right,
Right? I got him.
You got it.
Got him.
Ramen.
Ramyun.
Now
Which
this.
I would play just based on the name.
Ramen. This is from a Spanish publisher, Edición Primigenio, I believe is their name. Ediciones Primigenio.
Show up.
And this is it's a simultaneous card play kind of system in which you are building different dishes. You play a card. The one interesting part is that you use a card, flip that card to let you pick early based on basically the way these are arranged, this being better than the ones after, that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. But then whatever you draft from what's available, the cards that everyone used that round to pick are the ones that you pick from next time. So the one you revealed, you throw in the middle, and it's the one you pick from next time. You make different dishes, get bonuses, stuff like that. Love the look, love the quality of the little production here. It's a nicely themed and very attractive little card game. Excited to give it a go.
Cool. And yeah, I like the theme a lot. So speaking of theme, here's a box with none in it.
Valparaiso.
What's that say? Valparaiso. Okay.
This is a game from DLP. They're the guys who made Orleans and Altiplano. It is. It's a bunch of rules in a box. I didn't dislike it, but it's so mechanism. There's no excitement in it. You're getting points. I just didn't care. I don't even want to talk about it.
Why is this here?
Because I'm going to review it.
I think you just did.
You did.
Here's a game that's pretty hot for a lot of people. Carpe
yeah,
Diem.
baby. Let's talk about theme right now. Stefan Feld's next game.
Let's talk about theme, baby. Yeah, this one was getting pretty good buzz, but wow, that is so.
That's the most exciting image they could come up with.
This looks like they gave a bunch of these pieces from that one stand, and they're like, mega game.
Yep.
Stefan Feld's like, I win these competitions every time.
This cover is, I can't.
Yeah, but you know what? You're still gonna play it probably.
I don't know. It looks so boring.
Is this an expansion?
No, this is a reprint.
So Ruse and Bruise is back out.
Yeah, Ruse and Bruise is back out in a new reprint of it called Gambit Royale now. They reworked it. They added a few extra cards apparently from the original one, cleaned up the way it works and all that. Yeah, it's just back. That's largely it from a new company, as far as I can tell, Lupri. But they still work with Rio Grande for the English version of it. If you don't know the game, it's sort of a Fedudi-esque Citadel sort of game with character powers trying to score victory points in an area control kind of way. Lots of little surprises and character power, stuff like that. I always liked it back in the day, but it had some serious translation issues. The original did. This looks better at first blush. We'll see.
I think one of the problems is, like, the first game was called Ruse and Bruise, which meant nothing. Right? This one's called Gambit Royale. On a shelf at a store, I don't think that's going to sell.
Well, I mean, because it doesn't say Stefan Feld above it, but Carpe Diem will.
Yeah, okay.
Damn.
All right, let's get to pretty games again. Is this one you brought?
Yeah, this is Vedoran Gardens, and it's a tile laying game. This is a la, Hokkaido or Honshu or whatever, one of those things, or, hanging gardens, whatever. You're putting out tiles and building different land patterns, stuff like that, scoring victory points on them. Based on them, it just looks gorgeous, and I like, I like the little package, I like the artwork, I like the whole thing here. And I do like puzzly games, so that's the main thing that captivated me about it. Vedoran Gardens.
Manitoba, this is another DLP game. This one I have not built. This
a
one
lot
looks,
of these came back, huh?
This one looks really interesting. I mean, that board, that looks
good. Yeah,
looks pretty interesting.
Looks neat, whatever that is. I think I see some victory points there, and what is that? Oh, look, right there, you can see victory points.
Really?
Alrighty.
This looks better for sure than the other €2 we just looked at. There's no question.
Sure. But let's go back to.
Now, when you're talking about Crown of Emara, you have to talk about the fact that the crown is actually fuzzy because the picture, I'm guessing, was smaller than this. But you don't have to talk about that.
All right, what does the back look like?
The back looks like a Euro game.
It looks like a artistic.
More wooden
I don't
pieces.
think it's pixelated.
No, sir.
It says here.
I don't think it's pixelated.
I think
Send
you're
out your
probably
counselors.
Right. I was making a joke.
I do like the card play from a hand thing. That tends to be.
In this game, you play your cards from your hand.
Play cards from your hand.
That is new, man.
That
Pegasus
is
Spiele is on
amazing.
fire.
All right.
All right, cool. Crown of some. Who cares? I forgot what it's called already.
Just throwing games around.
This one I'm very excited about. Z's not, but I like this style. These
You
are
like the Fable games?
Fable games, and that's fortunate.
No, this is not a fast forward game, actually. Oh, it is.
Yeah,
And
it
a
is.
Fable game? I'm confused now.
Because the fast forward is Fable. He's trying to make this Fable thing something it's not going to be. But
Fun.
Is real.
No. Jason said this one's his favorite of the three. Of the four.
Okay.
Of the five. I don't remember how many there are.
Well, there's a bunch of Fable ones now. That Fine Sands is also apparently a Fable game.
Got it.
Anyway.
Hope that won't show up later on. I'm super excited. There's another expansion, Shards of Infinity, Rules of the Future.
Relics.
Relics
Relics
of the future.
Rules of the Future. I do like that title better.
You're good at reading.
There's very few. I mean,
That's
this is it.
Ah!
What's
no!
interesting about these cards, I was
It's a
looking through
blister
them.
pack, man. Come
It
on.
looks like there's a one verse all thing now, a Nemesis. Or
Oh.
no, I'm sorry, solo play. But what I
Oh.
like is a lot of these cards
Solo's gross.
a lot of these cards in here say this is what the card does. If so and so is playing this card, it also does this. So
Okay.
remember I said I didn't like that they didn't give the people special abilities? They're kind of doing that retroactively with these cards.
All right.
Well,
Relics.
it just means that if yours comes up, I'll be like, buying it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is one I'm extremely interested in. It's a
Pronounce it.
Trictic Golter Damarung.
That's right. That was spot on.
I don't think so.
I don't know. Trick taking again. Okay, there's a lot of trick taking games this year.
There
That
is.
theme is still not stopping.
But it's
Or
definitely
slowing down even.
It's definitely one of those themes
Not theme,
that we find more in Europe than
mechanism,
in
yeah.
America.
Yeah, I agree. Well, traditionally, trick taking games don't sell well, right? That was
Yes.
what I've heard. Well, they are making a lot of them. So someone knows something I don't know. They must be selling well.
This game
This
has a very
looks
80s
amazing.
vibe to it. Astro Drive. I know nothing else about it. I guess it got on the pile because it's from Stronghold. But it's not good enough to make his great designer series.
No, this is from a mediocre designer. That's messed up. All right, well, there you go. It's, yeah. Cool.
Fly! All right.
You fool!
Freedom and Freeze. Is this a trick-taking game?
Yes, this is a trick-taking game.
It's that time of the show.
Why is this so hard? Anyway, this is
like a
a
50-50
re-implementation
chance.
of a really, really old game of his. That's what this is.
Did you play the
Foppin'
old
or
game?
whatever. Foppin' is like, decades old, I think.
Do you like that game?
Nope, not at all. Not even a little.
So I must have brought this one back. All right. Lifestyle. This is from Amigo. I know nothing about it, but it's a card game. Yay!
Cool. Lifestyle. Dice. People being
My
hipsters.
house, my car, my job.
Isn't this the one where the guy came back and said this was better than Nothing Personal, or is that someone else?
Carta Nostra.
It's a gangster. Oh wait, is this the reprint of Gangsta? I don't think so.
Of what game?
Remember Gangsta? That.
It's one of him to hear his thing. Yeah, I know what it is. Like, come on.
Yeah, but they're remaking it. I really like that game.
That game was from.
That was from a Chilean company.
Yeah.
All right.
What's it called?
This is an expansion for the Chronicles of Crime. That's the virtual reality glasses. Yay!
Cool.
Monster Slaughter.
Oh man. Okay.
Ankama
Wow.
tends to make really big.
Warning, choking hazards.
If you can choke on this, you have quite a large face.
There's a lot of. So when this was on Kickstarter, basically what this is a bunch of people in a cabin, and you are a group of monsters, and you want to take them out before the other monsters do. I like that theme.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can be. Who can you be in here?
Chupacabra.
A bunch of college kids that are. So there's werewolves. I think there's ogres. Of course, there's zombies. Yeah, see, there's just different groups of monsters. It's kind of like Village Attacks. This is the new thing now, right?
I guess.
Be the bad guys.
That looks cool.
Although I'm always convinced the college kids in these abandoned cabins are the bad guys, usually.
Worse than werewolves?
Werewolves are just
Bloodthirsty
trying
werewolves?
to exist, man. They're just trying to get by, you know?
Well, speaking of which, here you go, Sam.
Village attacks.
This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with dice.
And actually, there's a bag over there that has a lot more of these in there because I got one for every color. So, yeah. We got...
I don't hear what you're saying here. Fear and torment.
Yeah.
Traps.
Terror and anguish.
Dread and malice.
Dread
Doom
and malice.
Suffering.
Greed and fury I didn't get, but they'll be sending it later on. But
remember
Horrors
it?
of the Sands. And yeah, these are just basically all of the different expansions. Yeah, thank you, Kenny. Appreciate
Look,
that.
magical
Thank you.
stuff.
Don't throw that one. Actually, that's fine. That is it. Yeah, this is the acrylic token set that for the game, and there's all of these different.
I like
dice.
these traps. That looks kind of cool.
Yeah, they are.
Are these traps you can leave for the villagers to fall into?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, this is like this is your kind of stuff, man.
It is, but
Dread
I'm
and
surprised
malice.
it's your kind of
I
stuff.
like the game. I like the game a lot, so it's pretty
Okay,
cool.
This is now gonna be.
Yep.
I can just
Then
throw
there's
these,
also
right?
some Kickstarter exclusive stuff in there that they were happy to.
All right, so that's like
I
8
was happy that they gave
expansions.
it. To
Did we
me,
get them
rather
on there?
Okay,
All right.
I'm gonna need help. There's a lot of,
Can't
lot of stuff.
All right, this is from Game Brewer, who had a huge booth, this Game Brewer company. But it's also being done with Tasty Minstrel. This is Gentes. I don't know if it's... Is it
Gentes. I'm
Gentes?
guessing, unless it's a Portuguese word that's pronounced differently.
Okay, well, it looks like your typical Euro-style game. I know this is a slightly heavier one. This is a 90-minute one. It doesn't look like it's one you guys would be interested in, but I heard it's very, very good.
Gentes?
I don't know what language it's supposed to be. That's the thing.
All right, here's another expansion. Super popular. Terraforming Mars Colonies. This was selling like mad cakes. They said it was outselling their board games at
Wow.
that booth, the expansion. So there you go. Apparently, you are no longer terraforming Mars anymore. You are now going out and doing some of the moons and stuff of Saturn.
Okay.
Or of Jupiter,
Huh?
I mean.
So it's standalone or is it an expansion?
It's an
No, I
expansion,
mean it's
guess.
expansion, but you're going on and colonizing other stuff besides Mars. This is a party-style game, Trap Words, from CGE. I have not played this yet. I think you did, Z, or you?
Nope.
I haven't played it either.
I don't know what it
From
is.
what I understand, it's close to Forbidden Words, where you're trying to give clues out, but there's some words you can't say.
Oh, okay.
The whole that kind of thing.
Got it. Forbidden Words was that the one you liked, where everybody came up with words that you would catch other people saying it, and you go, caught you with that one, right?
But this has a dungeon theme on it too.
Of course, to make it less appealing to the masses.
Wow, or less appealing just to you.
I'm just saying, if you're making a party game and you want to sell it to as many people as possible, don't make it super dorky. Just public service announcement.
Super dorky.
It is
That's
to
really
save
good.
my mother. You know, this is us. Oh, for us, this is okay, which is, I guess, it's fine because it's CGE, right?
Right. This one was
There's
pretty
been-
close to making my top
Awakening.
10
Have you
actually
felt it?
anticipated
Have you felt- I have.
games. I'm very interested in this one. It's an escape room game
It's very creepy.
where
From Board and
guys,
Dice, same people that did In Between.
yeah. Although that company was bought.
Yeah.
Who bought them?
Oh.
No, the company that makes In Between was bought by.
It's
They-
this. I'm pretty sure it was this
no,
company.
Well, yeah, Board and Dice has been bought by another company, but I can't remember who. Anyway, Escape Tales: The Awakening is an escape room game. This guy's daughter is in a coma, and he is using some sort of seance type thing to go in her head or whatever to get her out of this coma.
Huh.
It's a non-timed escape room game. I don't know. I think it's interesting. I mean, it sounds
Well,
unique.
It's time.
And that red balloon sitting there is not from
It's
it.
time. Wow.
Well, sure. No. I saw the time on it, but that might just.
It says 180 to 360
Hours.
Minutes. I'm
Minutes.
kidding.
Hey, it's another Fable game that Z mentioned earlier. Find Sand.
That sign I can't speak.
That sign is fanned.
I was gonna say that sand is fine, but I fumbled it.
This is not like a theme that I'm like super. Like, it's like, hey, sand.
No, I mean, it looks like
It's
you're
like we're
building
trying
sandcastles. Yeah.
sand. I mean, man, come on, sand.
Flip it.
I think he's looking for words that start with F.
I know, no, but the sand could have been anything. The fine could have been
Is it-
fine, paper.
Is sand start with an F in German?
Maybe. But I'm sorry, sand. We're supposed to get excited about sand now.
Well, sandcastles are kind of neat, though.
Realm of Sand had a sandcastle originally vibe to it from Emperor S4. I mean, it's not unheard of.
Cool. Fable also, I dislike that system so much.
This is in the top 2 hot games
That
at the con.
looks amazing.
This does not look good, but,
But
it's from good designers. And,
On the BGG hotness list, the other ones, it was really high up
seems
there.
Neat, yeah.
So I'm pretty. I mean, I don't
And
know.
it's got like a very similar shade to Carpe Diem. It's that sort of like, Eurogame brown gray color, so that's good.
I met Matthew Dunstan at the con. He was a very nice, very humble guy. Most
I met both
designers
of
there.
them. Actually, I've met one of them before. Matthew Dunstan I met Brett J. Gilbert this time. They were together, so I saw them both again, and they are nice guys.
Y'all just dropping names like that. That's good.
Well, they're written on the box. That wasn't exactly,
I've been to Rome. No, I haven't even been to Rome. I can't name drop Rome. Here's one of my top 10 I was excited about, Gingerbread House.
I saw Phil Walker Harding.
You did.
Oh yeah, man! And I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" He's like, "Gingering it up," And then we were hanging out, right? Because
That's the wrong word.
I don't know what that is. Anyway, Gingerbread House is a game.
Gingerbread House. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to
I
this
like
one.
his stuff, man. It's usually pretty simple. He's got at least one clever mechanism in there normally.
Mm-hmm.
I like his stuff. This theme, I couldn't care less.
Well done.
You don't like gingerbread houses?
Dodged a
That's awesome.
bullet, son. I couldn't care less about gingerbreading or housing.
Not everything is post-apocalyptic.
Well, if this was a gingerbread house that's burning in the fires of
He
post-apocalyptic
would be like, that looks
nuclear waste,
interesting.
It will smell good in that
Right.
neighborhood.
and then you see mutated people come in trying to get in your house. Oh no! You fight back. Defend your ginger.
Speaking of fighting back, Combo Fighter. This is one I mentioned on
That's
our
a smooth,
show at Essen.
smooth transition.
This
there,
is a
Captain.
this is a fighting game, like a video game. I guess they based it on Tekken. That was their thing, or Street Fighter, and it's really fast. You just try to outthink the other person, and you're making their deck go down to 0. Every time you take damage, it comes from your deck.
The card that you play gives you a sequence of cards that you should play after it.
Right. So you play one, then you just combo it.
Okay.
Hence the name.
All right.
Combo
Let's
Fighter.
go through some expansions here. This is one Z was excited about for a game that's come out quite a few years
Lahatsi.
ago, actually.
Lahatsi, huh?
This came out. K2 came out like 5 years ago or so.
Yeah, at least. Yeah, K2 is just a mountain climbing game. The original was K2. There was one expansion already. Then they had a spin-off with Mount Everest. This is another expansion number 2 for the original game. I've always been a big fan of K2. It's in my top 100, I believe, still. And so a new mountain is an automatic grab for me, just about. I really like the game. This one, I'm not sure exactly what's different, to be honest, but it's a sort of like a Ticket to Ride map. You know, it's one of those things where you go, another map, I'll give it a go.
Sure.
That's what it is.
Another expansion, Santa Maria American Kingdom.
This is a modular expansion, has 4 different things in it, I believe, including one which allows one player to basically play a different game against everyone else.
Wow, really?
So there's a new board here that one player would be controlling against the other players, or, I don't know if they're necessarily pushing back on the other players, but you are basically playing a different, structurally different game. And a few other things. I'm not sure what everything is. It looks great. I like the original quite a bit, and so modular and expansion, I'm excited about.
This is a really great looking box.
Fuji.
I really like how that looks.
This is a co-op dice-driven game with limited communication.
Heard a lot of people talking about
It's the same deal as the Mine and all that. I'm guessing. I don't know, but it's
Oh, it's the same designer?
It's the same designer. Limited communication, dice-driven.
Did you meet him?
No. Was he there?
I don't know.
And I love the artwork also
Oh,
from Santiago.
wow, that game looks amazing.
Santiago, what's his name? Weberson Santiago.
That looks really good.
So yeah, it looks very neat. Co-op. Whoa.
This game's another pretty game. Small Islands.
I have a thing for pretty games. Tile laying game in which you are building out the islands and then putting out your little tokens and such and controlling them. You've got hidden goals. You are building up the islands and then counting ports around them also for a scoring opportunity with that. I'm a little fuzzy on how everything works, but I did see a little video explanation from the company just online before I ever showed up at Essen, and it caught my eye. So I was like, okay, that looks good. Small islands.
Another hot game, Azul.
Take it.
Oh, I don't know anything about it. I read the rules briefly.
Oh, okay.
It looks very different than Azul. Did anyone play it?
No, but I know about it.
You know, I will say
building up
this.
your window with these tiles. They're double-sided, and they are standalone, so it'll be a random pattern. And then as you are taking the grabbing of the glass tiles is basically the same. You're going to assign them to one single column as you take them. Once you complete them, one will drop down. It'll give you a new scoring opportunity. You are now, as you fill in 2 of the bottom tiles there, the top part of the window will actually vanish, I think.
That's thematic.
And, well, this is supposed to be the gathering of this is the window. This is just you gathering the stuff.
Oh, I see.
It sounded like Azul with a decent amount more going on, honestly.
I was surprised. I did not, when I saw the tiles for this, I did not like them as much as I thought I would.
Oh, I don't like them as much either.
I thought they would be made of that backlight, but like translucent, which I thought would be amazing.
They're a little foggy. They're a little darker.
They're like plastic. They just look cheaper than the original ones.
They do very much so. So, yeah, here. They don't look as nice.
Yeah, they're okay. I just thought they would look cooler than that. This whole indentation in them, I guess that's for
Makes grabbing them quite easy, but... And I'm sure maybe it's very thematic. Maybe that's just what they look like. But they are definitely less eye-catching.
They still look pretty good. I mean, I'm being
We're
very
comparing-
nitpicky here.
We're comparing to a game that looked very, very good. That was, driven by how good it looked. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's how you put games away. Festo. This is a game about cooking feasts, and you are buying supplies from different people. It is a worker placement game that looks very simple and easy, and turned out to be extremely thoughtful and slightly cutthroat.
Huh, cool.
I like this one, but it looks like la 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 la. It's not quite at all.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Nice.
yeah, just you're placing workers down, but each turn some of the places are closed off, and you have a certain amount of workers, and you can place half of them in the first half, or you can place as many as you want, but you don't know which places will be closed off in the second half.
Okay.
So you can gamble. Like, I'll just put one guy here and hope it shuts down, and then I have it.
Got it. Okay. Seems cool. That looks nice.
Very excited about this one. It looks great. You boat. Was that like a little
I
note?
don't know. I guess so.
Oh, the app isn't ready yet. It's like in December. So this won't
You
be
can't
getting
play it?
reviewed anytime soon. Not completely. I think you can play it without the app, but if you want the full review, we'll need the app. So no rush.
So that game was being sold there, but it's not ready to go?
The app is not, yes.
That's part of the game.
Sure, but the
Okay.
physical game, well,
No, that's
whatever.
fine. I'm not
We have like
trying to
200
buy
other
it. I don't
games.
care. But I'm just saying, it seems kind of weird. Okay.
This one I picked up,
Oh, Jesus.
even though I'm not a big fan of the game, but I like this box so much.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I didn't even see this. That's a nice,
It like kills the other versions, right?
yeah, that's a nice re-edition of this.
Wow.
Yeah, it has both in there. And Vexation.
Dude, why didn't you tell us, man? I could have totally,
He wanted it for himself.
I would have loved to have
no.
seen this there. And not buy it or anything, just seen it there. I would have been informed.
Well, I don't like it, so you review it.
There you go, Sam. You're going to review this. You like it.
Okay.
Oh, look at this. Oh, you don't want to do it, little buddy? I'll do it if you want.
I'll do it.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah.
What a bird.
Look, Matt Gertz gave us a heart.
Aw.
You want to do this one too, little
And
buddy?
palm trees.
Oh, is that what those are?
Yeah.
All right. This is Concordia Venus. Now, we're selling this two different ways. You could buy just the expansion. This, though, has the base game with it.
Oh, that's why this is so big. Okay.
Yeah, so this is the
Oof.
standalone game with this expansion.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in
There's
this.
some arms right here.
I like
did
that they sold it
the
both
base
ways.
yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Maybe the original is hard to get, and that was the way they wanted to go with this, which is a good way
Also,
to
the
do it.
original box.
Oh, this cover is marginally better than the original.
Every cover we looked at today.
Not marginally. Most of them are supremely better.
That's a fine cover.
No, this is nice. This is fine. The original, really. I'm just being facetious. The original was bad. That's nice. I do like that game.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, I do. Oh.
Friedman Freeze Futuropia. This is in the future. Machines are doing all the work, so everyone has tons of free time. How do you spend it? I'm pretty sure that's the
Really what it
theme.
is?
Utopian. We work much less. Robots do almost everything, so everyone's equal. So you need to just do all the things you like, which is fishing, farming, fencing, and flying, of course.
That is what I like.
And gaming, building. But yeah, you're just like doing fun things, I suppose. But it's an economic game.
Joblessness is not a disgrace. It is
The new goal.
the new goal.
There you go, folks.
Right, okay.
All right, these are just toys I bought. They're more Gravitrack stuff. They got an elevator that pushes the stuff up.
Wow.
They got tunnels and these weird things that like it will come in. It will like move across and then drop down the hole in the center. And I also got bouncing pads and other stuff.
You were worried about looking dorky.
I don't care. I think it looks fun. All right, that's not a game though. Don't mark that down as a game. All right. This is Radetzky Milano 1848, and I definitely did not put that in the thing. You must have. No? This must have been one that we stuck in for size purposes. Oh, Jason stuck it in? Oh, that might be true.
Too.
I mean, this is, it's based, it looks interesting. It just didn't look interesting enough for me to bring it back, I think.
Yeah.
Not me.
This is another game from Ankama. Their games look really great. This Troll Park looks, feel the weight of that box, though.
Whoa.
Yeah, there's a lot in there.
I expected it to be light.
There was several games, though, at this fair with these bright colors. There was a lot of this brightness there. There's still the drudgery dull stuff. Don't worry, but
Oh, sure, but I like seeing this trend, honestly. A game that can both look good and not be a throwaway light game.
I
You
agree.
know, like the one that you just talked about, the...
What is Troll Park mean?
What
What
was
does that
it?
mean?
I think they're trolls going in the amusement park. Maybe.
I forget what it was, but there was
They
one that
don't
looked
look
good.
like trolls.
No, maybe like the.
No, troll and drool together
There's
is
like
drool.
some evil-looking gargoyle there. I don't know.
Troll Park?
Their stuff usually is fantasy-based. These are the guys who made Crossmaster.
Okay.
They had a pretty big booth there.
That's a weird.
This was, I think, on Z's top 10 list.
Nope, mine.
Oh, yours. Cave-in Star Scrappers.
Yep. It's pretty neat. This is one of the ones I didn't get to play, but I stopped by their booth, and it's basically use your cards to draft new cards into your hand. Use those guys to control different things and score points as you're going in and trying to scrap as much resources as the planet is, or as the cave is
Collapsing
caving
around
in.
you.
Yeah. So it looks good. It's got great artwork, and that's what it kind of brought it to the forefront for me. Cave in.
I believe this is another one that you got. Warp Gate.
Yeah, this is the one that I've been talking about for a couple of years, so we won't spend a couple of time, much time talking about it. But it's like a very light 4X game, and it plays really well.
Who's the company?
It's called Wolf Designer. The same people that did the Guards of Atlantis.
Got it.
And they're actually coming out with a second edition of Guards of Atlantis. They're also coming out with another game called Trick Shot, which I did get to play, and it's really fun. It's a hockey-themed game.
What? I think they
that's
made
not-
that for Sam.
I'm pretty sure they did, actually.
And is an expansion for Dinosaur Island, Totally Liquid, which adds water dinosaurs. And
liquid.
I have no idea what's going on in this cover.
Okay, that person is dancing.
Yeah, I don't know, man. She's cleaning?
Yeah,
Right?
yes, I guess so.
She's cleaning, it looks like. This dinosaur is rapping.
And she's about to die because she's not paying
No.
attention to the things around her.
Sleep. Till humans. Bleh.
That big giant thing with the mouth coming out of the water, that's not from Jurassic World or anything,
Not at all.
I'm sure.
No.
This one looks great. It's from Colossal Games. It's the Kami-sama. I just like the look of it. I
Oh, wow.
don't know a whole lot more about it, but it has a
Yeah.
cool
I didn't realize
vibe to
this
it.
was there. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how many were there, but
they
their
had
their
some.
Kickstarter stuff is starting to come in now.
Got it. Okay, looks great.
This one I'm excited about because I like the game. It's a reprint of Java. It's now Cusco. This is from This is from Super Meeple, who's doing a great job at bringing these
Oof,
games back.
felt that?
I did.
Well, the original Java was pretty heavy. I remember the first time I played Java, I was like, these tiles are like the thickest ever. They're not, but back then,
Well, they're still
tiles
pretty-
were
they're
paper
still
thin.
Thick, though.
This game is great, except you cannot play. If you have anyone who even is a little bit AP, do not give this to them. All
Kenny
right.
just recoiled in horror when Tom said, a little AP. He's like, no!
All right, this one's from
Neon.
Lookout. This one almost made my top 10
Neon.
because I like city building games, and that's what
Create
this
the
is.
City of Tomorrow.
Create City Tomorrow. Actually, that has it almost looks like the Days of Wonder one a little.
Yeah, a little bit. Sure. It looks like actually
Boredom in a
Capital,
box.
or that got reprinted as Warsaw or whatever. Kind
Yeah,
looks like that.
yeah. You don't think it looks good?
It looks boring.
What
It
is
might be
wrong
fun.
with you?
It looks boring.
Oh my goodness.
That looks fun for me.
You're wrong.
All right.
Your eyesight is wrong.
Franchise. This is one of the Queen games that came out. Queen had 3 new games here. This one
Francese.
is in the 60s, making different franchises. I like the
The
theme.
game is from the 60s?
It's set in the 60s.
Oh, because wow.
And that board has a very spaghetti look.
That board looks exactly like Jet Set.
Is
a little
it-
bit.
Is it the 60s?
Yeah.
It's like the 50s.
Well, they said,
I
they
mean, I
say
don't know.
60s on here. I don't know. In the
Okay.
America of the 60s.
Okay, there you have it.
Their next game is Skylands.
Franchise.
This one looks kind of cool. Looks like you're building your own little area down here and putting dudes on it.
Tile laying, I like that.
And this is not a long game. It's 30 minutes.
Per player.
Does it say per player?
No. No, I just like to say that this person was blue.
Yes.
that would be a problem.
Yes, it would be a
You
problem.
know what I'm saying? Somebody might get the old Subaru.
Get a
And then their
call.
last
Get a
one
call from
of their new
somebody.
games, Bastille. This one, French
That one,
Revolution
you know,
style.
That looks like a snooze fest.
Does it? I think all three of them look good, frankly.
I like the middle one, the Avatar.
Skylands.
I mean,
Yeah.
Skylands.
All right, but then they came out with an expansion that Sam will certainly be interested in.
Oh, yeah.
Merlin, and which apparently we got the stickered version. This is the expansion for King Arthur. He said the biggest complaint about King Arthur, about Merlin, was the luck. This takes the luck down. I said I didn't mind the luck, but whatever.
Next year they're coming out with an expansion that adds more luck.
People complain too
You'll
much.
see. You'll see.
All right.
Troll Fjord.
This is the one where it has the cube tower that you hit with the hammer.
That's all you need to say.
That's the only thing he needs.
That's literally the only thing he cares about. The rest of the game,
I agree.
he doesn't care
All
about.
right. Oh, there you go.
Christian Oatsby.
This is from good designers, though, no question about it. But who knows?
This one was like everywhere. People were talking about this one. Did you see the giant version of it?
No.
But it looks really cool. The game itself has these like sticks with cars on them.
I've seen it being played somewhere,
Yep.
but
This
saw
is
it
not
being
a
played,
brand
yeah.
new game, I don't think.
no. I mean, maybe that was the first Essen it's ever
It
been.
comes
That's
with
likely.
tweezers.
No, I think, but wasn't it like the original one was like a small? It wasn't this nice, the box or anything.
Oh, you know what? I think you're right. I think the original Tokyo Highway is like a little box.
Yes.
You're right. So they did a large one, like a normal
And
one. I
Asmodee
guess.
was pushing it there, so they must have got into their group somehow.
Oh, okay. Well, that's neat. All right.
Looks cool.
Smartphone. Now,
Ink.
this game does not, like the name and the cover, I don't know. But the game itself looks very Euro-y and very fun. I know you guys probably wouldn't find that, but I like that
It's
idea.
all right. Is it
What is the idea?
I think they have the best smartphone on the market.
Is it actually?
If,
Do you use?
if you get the player Apple, you win automatically.
Do you actually use a phone? Like, is it app integrated or something, or is it just? Does it just happen to?
No, that's just the theme, which I'm okay with because, again, I don't mind these Euro games going into modern society. I don't know why we can't do that.
No, I agree with that. It doesn't have to be building a palace again. You know, let's build an iPhone. That's fine. But, or sorry, smartphone. But yeah, it looks clean, but it also looks like there's a whole lot of charts on
I think
there.
the word you're looking for is anemic.
No way. Look at how much is on there.
It all kind of gels together.
That's not anemic, man.
15.
Anemia is when you only eat. Let me explain it because it just happened. When you should be having more dinner, but instead you stay in the room eating things that are bad for you, and then you.
All right, Volt. This is the
Oh,
second
this is a
edition of
reprint
Volt.
of this. Okay.
This is from Heidelberger. I really liked Volt when it came out. This does make the first one look kind of
Oh wow.
bad. This
Wow.
looks fantastic.
Yeah, it does.
If you've never played Volt, it's a great. It was his second game that Emerson designed, and I'm glad to see that it's getting reprinted. I would not be surprised if this is brought to America by Fantasy Flight or something,
Huh. Yeah.
or Plaid Hat or what, or who knows what.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. It looks much better than the first. That's very nice.
This is what I'm pumped about. I like the.
Getting lots of love.
It is. Well, the designer, her first game was the. It's another game from Noria. Noria, right. But the artwork here also doesn't hurt it, right? That's just a cool looking cover.
Post-apocalyptic, man.
But it's like friendly post-apocalyptic as
No,
opposed to
man,
yours.
not when I get in there. Stab everything. I don't know anything about it, though, but it does look really cool. Oh, there's a steam horse. What? Steam horse for the win?
I really like that artwork.
I'm sorry, this is so cool. Is it a Euro game?
Yes.
I'm out.
Speaking of Euro games, Gugong.
Jougon.
I
really don't know.
I don't think it's a French game.
Jougon. Le Jougon. I
This
really
is
have
another
no
one from
idea.
Game Brewer that I believe
Gougon.
Tasty
Yeah,
Minstrel
that's what I
is, and it's
said.
the very epitome of
Gougon.
games Z doesn't play, but I think it looks fascinating.
Gougon. Huh? What looks fascinating?
That
Tracks?
game. Yeah, I
board.
like it.
This looks okay. It just looks really dense. But no, this doesn't look bad. It doesn't look anemic like that other game did.
All right.
It doesn't.
Anemic is
Outback. This is
Skinny,
from
right?
Hook and R&R Games. 30-minute game.
Now, this I played.
Comes with a car.
At the Gathering, I
R&R
think.
games?
Yeah.
Hook and Friends.
Yeah, I played this
Oh,
at the Gathering.
R&R
A
is gonna
prototype
be-
of this at the Gathering.
Yeah.
You did not care for it, you said.
That's not what I said.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I think it looks interesting. I'm going to give it a
We could
whirl.
draw that conclusion from what you probably did say, though, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
And finally, Reichholt. This is
Finally,
the,
that's it?
This is the last one, I think. Oh, no, wait. I got one more.
Okay.
This is easily one of his simplest games. It's just you're placing 3 workers per turn and getting resources and planning these resources to move on a track, which is going to require you, as you move, to have certain number of resources around the
That
track.
track is actually points.
No, just whoever's farthest on the track wins.
That's it. Oh, there are no points.
No, it is literally how far can you move on the track. You also do not have to feed your people in this game, even though it's about vegetable farming.
It's still about food, so my theory holds true still.
Includes a story mode.
In which he tells you about his childhood.
Now, from what I can tell, there's like 5. There's 5 unique cards per game. Everything on the game segment, but they have 5 different cards that you can take, give you special abilities. From what I can tell, the story mode introduces more of those for a story. It's like it's a new fashion.
Fable.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Fable system. They
And
call
then-
it Fabel.
Game of the con, Sparkle Kitty.
Now this I heard was incredible. In it you are collecting cats, and then you will have to dress them up basically by collecting other cats, and you put them on the main cat you've got, and once it's got enough things, you can put that cat out into the world basically, and hope it gets adopted. I'm making all that up. I don't actually know what's going on in this
Yeah, I
game.
was trying to figure out if the troll was on or
The
not.
troll is on. Sparkle Kitty, you play as a powerful princess locked away in enchanted towers, or princesses in enchanted towers, by Queen Sparkle Kitty, who I'm guessing is evil. And you are looking to, combine words to cast silly spells like Sprinkle Fairy, Huggy Bug, or Otter Devastation. Fun for all ages and princesses of every size, shape, and gender. Be the first player to tear down your tower, and you win. Sparkle Kitty.
All right, guys. How many games/expansions did we just look at? Yeah.
56.
You're saying 100 total? You're saying 56 total?
Sure.
Are you saying 56? Is that your number?
Yeah, sure,
Okay.
whatever. Who cares?
I care. It's 106.
So I was right. 6.
Okay.
There's not 100. I said 56.
I was the highest without going over.
I was
No,
the
I'm pretty
lowest.
sure he was
Not
6
even closest.
away. So 80 games and 26 expansions. Although half the expansions, I believe, will go with Village of Dex.
Yes.
That's just the stuff we brought in our suitcases. Missing one, which is another like 8 or 9 games,
Sure.
and then another 300. So, as I've been saying, if you've been looking at these and say, I can't wait till you review one of these things, realize that could be in 2019.
And we just did. That's all. That's it. I consider those reviews what we just did.
No.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of these. Of the ones we just looked at, you will see most of those reviewed. I feel pretty confident.
Soon,
Because those are the ones we
probably
brought back
even,
in the
but-
next 2
but-
months. But yeah, it's going to be...
It's a lot of games. We have
Alrighty.
to play them.
Well, that's our live thing. We'll see you guys later this week. We'll do a back talk where we'll talk about our thoughts on Essen as a whole. And, all right, are you about to show the...
Yes.
Oh, the pile?
That's only... You're not even,
Ah!
you're not
Oh,
even
there's
getting
actually
all
a
the
whole
games
stack
in.
over there you can't quite see, right? There we go, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh.
Alrighty. Well, anyway, folks, thanks so much for watching. Until next time, I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Z Garcia, thanks.
Sam Healy. See you on the flip side, folks.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.